Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, Supercoach Pro. Today we are doing a round 8 Supercoach team review. We went big this week. We scored a nice 2-6-1-4, even with Levi Ashcroft on the bench. We'll get into that and why I did that. But look, can't complain. Ranked 52. It's nice to be on a high. Doing really well. And just humbled to be here at this point. Like, we're flying for many different reasons. I think we finally got a starting side right that I was happy with. Also, we just held faith with some of these mid-prices and primos that eventually turned the boat, as we've seen in Supercoach over the years. And it's just the same patterns always happen every year. Don't trade out your primos. They'll come good eventually. The majority of them do. So, yeah, we're doing well. 52nd, you'll take that, of course. We're only a third in, so it is a marathon, not a sprint. So, yeah, we'll get stuck in the side. How we're doing, I think, comparatively, our team value is a little bit less than the others around us, but we've got nice, juicy cash cows to do things and upgrade and be aggressive, but the right aggressive, the calculated aggressive, not, trading just because I can, but it's all very calculated at this point. That's all coming together. So, yeah, we'll start off on the back line, of course. She's all a nice 120 for those who traded him out. The half-forward role a couple of weeks ago, yeah, we get it, but at some point this was going to have to be a Clarko special and change him back to the back line. So for me, I always felt like he was always going to be top 6 or top 10, just mattered. Any given week he could give you a poor one, just positional change, or he gets a lot of jump time stats anyway in the last quarter, even in the last 10 minutes a lot of the time. So the DPP is handy as well. So there's just not enough cash on him unless you did it round 2 to sort of do anything with Shees will kind of move. Clark, 58. Yep, poor score against St Kilda. We move on. We can't change that now. He's pretty cheap for everybody else, which is annoying. And then Zorko's 3-rounder and 5-rounder ain't so good. Coleman probably comes back this week. I'm just going to let this play out and see what happens. Roberts, 82. He's gone down from those last, couple 100s in a row or whatever it was. But we paid $430 for a bloke that's averaging 101 in our side. He still had 25 touches, so the floor is fine. Like, every backline defender's pretty much had a stinker. We all got Sinclair, etc. The only one that hasn't is Whitfield, who have been waiting for him to come down. And Bice, my favourite D6, the D7 buddy, Bice's life, hype, has gone down the drain in a week. Everyone deaf riding that, waiting for that downfall. Sometimes you've got to go early and call things just in hope that the eye test was completely correct. But 12 touches in that game. Potential people move on him, but he plays Essendon at Marvel. We know how Essendon plays general and as a football club. Train 82 looked good. Come up to the wing as well off halfback. Just an elite user of the ball. Not accidentally, but traded Reed over him over a fortnight ago was the wrong move, of course. But who was to see Reed going back-to-back tons, honestly? Brayshaw VC'd him. He basically tagged himself out of this one, so I did the whole Fremantle side. Like, Shai Bolton scored a 5, so he's going to be a nice, cheap player in a couple of weeks. But, yeah, I don't go Bolton. But, Brayshaw, what are you doing, mate? You're my pod. You stink it up. Could have been a bigger week if he had performed. Merritt 172. Probably should have VC'd this bloke, but missed out by a couple of minutes because of the bounce. The times start different on a Thursday and Friday night, of course, and I got that one wrong by 10 minutes, which is great. But didn't really matter because, again, I went Gorn anyway. Richards, 156, a clutch goal on the boundary as well, and just dominated all game. Could have went even 170, 180 if his teammates used him more often than not, which just sounds wild to say. But Rosie, 78, got smashed that day. Port Adelaide, he got a few CBAs late and has come up to stoppages to find a pill. But, yeah, just didn't get any points accumulated to him by the end of the match anyway. Like, his kicks and marks, handballs just barely went up anyway. So it was a bit of an annoying match when a team dominates and you've got a lot of players from that side or whatever. So Chera 82, people are probably going to jump off him, but probably no point at that price again. Carlton got smashed, so even Georgie Hewitt got a 101, so it's fine. The TDK got an 80, so that worked out well for me this week. Callahan 133, what a jet. People burnt him off and gave different reasons for it. Understandably, he had no money for me to sideways into anything better. So now averaging 102 on my side. And just has the tank to come up to the kick out taker and sort of mark the ball off there as well. Halfback and be in transition to all the way halfback, flank and run all the way through as well. Just got a really good tank. So probably a keeper now. And Could be an M8. I don't know where he'll finish in this range, but he's a good price. Ned Long makes Collingwood games easier to watch with Dacos there, not in my side. At least Long and Dacos are passing it to each other, and Long outscored Dacos, which I never would have thought. So that's nice because Dacos got tagged, so we're waiting for him to come down in price because we don't want to pay up for these guys now. Ashcroft on the bench, yep. Again, I thought Lindsay would go huge against West Coast, halfback flank. West Coast League, heavy points to halfback flankers and wingers. The stat line I was looking for, Lindsay was in the green mark for this game, but yeah, didn't produce the goods. And then Ashcroft in the wet, just had a huge first half as well and just continued to score well the whole entire game. So yeah, look, there's 40 points, 30 points, something on the table I've missed, but yeah, can't complain because we're 52nd at the moment anyway. So it's so many what ifs in everybody's side. Captain Gawn was huge this week. Absolutely huge. 21% owned. People were outpriced by him and Bont and Butters, and you're just going to have to wait for these guys, honestly. Marshall, yep, I made 32 points up by going TDK down to Marshall, banked 125k thereabouts. And then this week, TDK has gone down 10k and Marshall's gone up 20k. So a bit of a stocky play there. And then, yeah, see what happens with Marshall in the future, but could be pushed out the flex. Who knows? Yeah, bought in Petrarca for Clary because reading an article just didn't feel like Clary was coming back anytime soon. Pretty sure he will be coming back, I'm hearing, on a Monday morning. And then Smith went huge, 111. Well, I mean huge for a guy that we paid nothing for. And then McRae, 160 again, sneaky VC shout on the Friday night. 160 is massive. Like, he's just such a gun. I don't know why the doggies got rid of some of these players. Didn't play them in the right positions, and clearly they have no idea what's going on, Bevo. But Caleb Daniel, people looking to move him on. I'm just going to use him as a loop, even like, just cover for the midfield and forward line. And Marek 131 against Melbourne. Yeah, sort of saw that coming with the fixture coming up as well. Like, he's got St Kilda, Richmond, etc. in the next few. So he's going to continue to score well, but I don't know. After that, probably average around 90. And then Luke Rankin in case he got injured or something, just because I had a spare loop to do and there's nothing else to do with it. So, yeah, a bit of a weird play. But other than that, we got everything right bar rookie roulette. I know Ashcroft seems the obvious one, but I wanted to get a bit of a leg up and hope that Ashcroft was potentially sub as well because he was on the team sheet on the bench. Turns out when the game actually started, he wasn't even on the bench anyway, so on the team sheet. So, yeah, anyway, it was trying to be a bit too pottish and be a bit too crazy. It doesn't pay off all the time. BC and C, maybe just McRae into Gawn and that's it, or Brayshaw into Gawn because Collingwood don't tag. I'll have to really figure that out before the bounce and then hope Gawn continue well against Meek, etc. So that is a side. We're going well. And this is take 3 of the video because I did one with the mic before. It just didn't sound right. So thanks again for watching. Comment your score, what you ranked, etc., your trade plans, and I'll give it a glaze over and see what I can see. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to sub, like, all the rest of it to our content, and hopefully we can continue flying. If you want to see all that, do the following as well, and we will definitely catch you on the next one. Cheers all. Thank you.